The sound was just in my brains. It's just that, yeah, there is sound. There is a Speeling in people's brains. Da-da-da-da! Hi, Shade, how you going? I was messing around with things and then I broke it and then, well, I'm not sure if the YouTube side of things is gonna work today. No, I kind of messed things up and then the intro song didn't play and then it was a whole thing. But anywho, I've just gotten started on the thing that got me distracted, which was actually, funnily enough, it's your commission. Yeah. Speaking of which, I need some glue. Because these guys, they go together quite happily. Push fit, which makes things really easy. It's either that or I just chop them up and I don't worry about the pins. But I figure we just slide them together ever so simple. And yeah, it is pretty cool, I think. And figure out where things go. I figure, like, I was having the itch to put things together today, and unfortunately I've lost the other part for my 2-part glue, so I need to find it. So we won't be putting Angron's battle skirt or the top part for him today, which is a great sadness, but there we go. We will figure out what we'll do with him. But it does mean that I get to work on this on screen. Oh. And just make sure that everything's looking hunky-dory. I like the fact that, like, there's still little tassels and things, despite these guys not being part of the Imperium and stuff. It is such a vibe. And plus, it's Nurgle, it's Greebly, I love it. So, this is gonna be cool. And I figure we're gonna put 1, maybe 2 of these guys together before we get started, and then we're gonna go ahead and, okay, that one definitely goes there. I'm just putting everything basically together so that we have a fair idea on where everything goes. And making sure that, because I am a smart cookie that did not bring the instructions with me in here. So I'm going off vibes. Which is a smart idea, always. If there's instructions, you should absolutely follow it. Hey, Autistic, your day's been great. Oh, that is awesome to hear. That is amazing. We're busy working on a commission for Shade before everything gets booted up. And that means it's just a little bit that I'm going to be working on this. We're just sort of getting these guys. It's 1 sprue per character. Yeah, it's 1 sprue per character. It makes life pretty easy. It's so much easier than going through a box and being like, yes, where are these pieces going? And it also means that, like, we're doing something a little bit different. Oh, there's a little nurgling sticking his head through there. His butt's all rotted out. Look at this. Where is he? There we go. There's his butt. And then he's got little hands. And then there's his face. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if that's showing, but it's so cute. It's so cute and it's ugly. We're just smoothing out some things, making sure that there's no signs for when it comes through, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like painting over the lumpy bits, even though it is Nurgle. which is disease and pestilence and all of that. This arm slots into there. And then locks into the base. As we like it. Okay. So that'll go there. Bam. Putting this guy here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Happy sounds. Da-da-da-da! And then... Okay, so we know that. We either have helmeted head or not so helmeted head. I think... Let's be adventurous and go not so helmeted head for this one. Wait, do you have a Speeling's choice? Awesome. Boom. Skibbo. Hi, Hank. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like, I started painting minis late October, early November last year. And I started, where is my worm? I started with D&D figures. This is a Dungeons and Dragons creature. And I rather like the organic shapes in them. Yeah. Like, it's got all sorts of organic shapes. It's creepy. Yeah. And then this is Cherry. This is Cherry the Bone Golem. Cherry's our second creature. And Cherry comes and hangs out occasionally. And Cherry's still one of my favorites. Cherry's painted with something called contrast paints. It's basically like a translucent ink. So underneath is a black and white. So it does a lot of heavy lifting. And then from there, I've sort of learnt painting afterwards. So, like, me personally, I'm not really interested in playing the game of Warhammer. Like, I could take it or leave it. Yeah, so it's darkened by the paint underneath. Yeah, exactly. And then, so you can actually see it really well over here. So it shades into black. Yeah. It shades into black. Those aren't actual shadows. That is literally the black paint underneath. Oh, there goes Cherry's face. And then I came in and put a bronze paint on a couple of the skulls. And then much later, when I was happier about my skills, I came and gave some blue brushing on some of the skulls for a highlight. And yeah, Cherry is one of my favorites. And I would love to paint another Bone Golem at some point as a compare and contrast. Because, like, it just looks so cool. I love Cherry. Cherry is amazing. And, like, for me, putting things together is part of the fun. Like, this is just lots of fun. I very much enjoy it. And if I could find plastic model kits that I like that weren't Warhammer related, I would probably very much jump at the chance to make them. But so far, I haven't really found ones I like. Like, I've found a lot of ships, but in vehicles and things like that. But I'm not a huge fan of ships and vehicles and Gundam. So it's like, really? Okay, I guess we paint figures. I guess we paint Warhammer. So now we got this guy. And, like, I think that's okay. Alright, we have big tentacle. That looks like it goes on the ground. So that means this one must be a hand. Are there any franchise? Like, personally speaking, I really like fantasy. Fantasy, sci-fi, fantasy especially. Because, like, painting organic shapes is just so much fun. You get to go ahead and you get to paint squigglies and scales and all the greebly bits. Like, it is, yeah, monsters are just so neat. Like, my favorite one I've painted so far is either Scragrot, this guy. He's a gnome. No, goblin. Goblin, that's the one. He's a goblin that lives in a cave and eats mushrooms. He's also got mushrooms growing out of his head. And these guys, they follow him around. They're called squigs. And he just looks so cool. And like, because he eats mushrooms, I've decided that he is constantly seeing strange and wonderful new colors. So therefore he dresses to impress these strange and wonderful new colors. So he's all bright and colorful. And like, that's why he's dressed like that. And he's part of a faction of creatures like this. So, yeah, the rainbow paint got to him. And that's why this guy is dressed in the same manner. He's all bright and colorful. And then this guy is a poor fella in the same faction. And so it's not very obvious, but there are the similar colors. They're just smushed into his robe. It is, in fact, a moon-shaped sword. They praise the moon. Like, these guys are my favorites. These guys are my favorites so far. But, like, I love them. These guys are adorable. And, like, I think stuff like that is just really awesome. When there is visual storytelling that transfers over. Like, when you look at Cherry, like, the amount of people that are involved in this, you have spines, you have rib cages. Like, these rib bones sticking out here. Yes, all hail the lunar moon! These rib cages here are so big compared to the human bones that are involved here. And this is technically actually muscle if you look at it carefully. But I wanted to paint it white because it would actually look like other bone and look really cool. Indicating that there is actually other monsters involved. And look at this giant spine. So that there are actually monsters as big as Cherry is. So it's like, yes, please give me this. And I think that's just so cool. And then you get these guys who are Greebly incarnate. I think this goes in here somewhere to explode out of here. Wait, is that someone knocking at the door? What? Yeah, the smile is great. One moment, I think someone's knocking at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, mute the mic. Nope, just one of the housemates. This is great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why we have the smiley face. It's just, the smiley face is just perfect. Oh wait, we need to get rid of be right back. Oh, the smiley face is just the perfect thing to add to it. And especially when Cherry actually has some lore to go along with it. Because Cherry was actually an aspiring VTuber, but then lost its head. And Cherry used to have a head. It used to be a an actual cherry, and then it got eaten. No idea who ate the cherry. Strange that. Could have been anyone. Tragic. But you know, now Headless Cherry is off exploring the world, seeing new sights. Wait, there's a spearhead on. Wait a minute. We have the hat we made. We can give Cherry the hat. With some blue tack. There we go. Yes. Cherry gets the hat. There we go. Glorious Cherry. This is why we have hats. Glorious day. All hail Cherry. Oh my gosh. This is glorious. This is... Oh, yes. Absolutely. Put it up in stream chatting. Oh, he looks fancy. Nice work, Shade. Oh, well done. I have a channel in my Discord where people can post things if they want me to see them while I stream. Boom. That looks cool. Well done. Okay, yeah, that connects all up. Nice. Alright. Now we can glue this all together. Does it feel completely normal? I hope that's a normal amount of happy. Now, I like Tamiya cement. It is the glue that makes me happy. As long as I don't knock it over. Bob. And like, when it comes to going ahead and making anything, personally speaking, I find that I'm a lot more confident with stuff I can make with my fingers and stuff like that, rather than digital stuff. Like, I'm constantly looking at my digital stuff and going, ha! This is below the quality I make normally, which is probably not a helpful attitude, because like, for a lot of people it's Yoo-hoo glue is great. 10 out of 10. I love the Yoo-hoo glue. How did we get this apart? How did we get this together in the first place? Are we going to have to lever this apart? My fingernails, I cut them. This is not functioning. I cannot. Ah! I cannot place my fingernails in between the cracks. we have a problem. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Come on. Wiggle. I don't want his head to rattle. Like, that's one thing that... So this is an introduction mini that can get given out at game stores for free. And I didn't glue him together. And so his head rattles. Like, it just jiggles about like one of those jiggly dolls. And it just sits there. It goes... Blip, 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 blip. And I don't want this to happen. Come on. Separate. Please. I promise this isn't a custody battle. What? Can I, No, that's too thick. Wire? No. I can't do that. I might damage it. Fudge nuggets. This is not ideal. Why have I done this to myself? Why did I think this was a good idea? Oh my gosh. I hope everyone else is having a more successful time. I mean, at least you're having it, like, Shane, you have evidence to say that you're having a more successful time than this. Can't get my fingers around this. Aha! Success! Okay, next time we put this together, it will be the final time. Okay. We did it! We're not doing that again. Okay, first things first. We're gonna get ahead in life. Bam. Success! We've made it! Oh my word. Okay, step 1, head. Check. Step 2, cry. Because now we're going to... You know what? We're not going to deal with this again. Well, that went somewhere. But now we don't have to worry about the pin. We just need to glue it together. This is good. This is what we need. Yes! We made it! Do, 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 do. Don't know if we need to glue the pin or not, but that's okay. There we go. Ha. Wait, why no glue? Why no line up? Yeah. There we go. That's so much better. We're successful! So yay! Alright. This is great. This is what we need. We have cherry. We have everything. Life is good. Now, the only thing is, this goes in here, then this slots in like that. I'm kind of thinking... how are we going to do that? You know what? We're not going to think about that right now, because technically we could chop that off and then glue it on. That could work. That being said, we could be being too chop happy, which is also not a condition we should be doing. Also, for anyone that's coming in and actually knows who Angron is, we will be getting to Angron. We're just putting this guy together because we haven't put something together in a very long time, and I'm missing putting things together because we've been painting a lot. And I personally think that we really need to put something together. Eventually, we need to put things together. Yep. Because it's good. So, yeah. That's a theory. Also, this is a commission. So, yeah. This is like the second commission I've ended up doing. It's kind of cool. Bop. And I'm kind of hoping, like, I don't know whether we'll do a lot of the commission on stream or off stream, but we'll roll with whatever. Hi, Not Real. How you going? We're doing a bit of mischief. What kind of shenanigans are you up to? There we go. Like, I love the shapes that these guys get. Like, the funny thing is, I'm not sure if these guys actually have that like, I don't think that any other heresy type armor has that sort of rounded shape. It's quite interesting to me. Oh no, a broken finger? That sucks. Did you at least get a funny story to be able to tell your friends about it? No, the rounded plate. How did we have these? Actually, we're not going to stick that in. We're going to stick this in later on, because I think that'll solve our problems a lot better. Same with this arm. So actually, I think it's just make sure that's not super sticky. I think like I think the best I've managed to do to my fingers is go ahead and knock a few fingernails off due to silly adventures with doors. But whoa, oh, ouch, yeah, ouch. That is not a fun time. Well, I hope it's a clean break. I hope it's able to be sorted out easily, because geez Louise, whew, that's unkind. That's from Heresy Pattern Armor, which was basically our supply lines are non-existent and we got to throw together what we can. True that. Then we got the little greebly guy to go at the front, who's gonna be painted last. That's okay. And that clips in like that. The arm twists and slot in. And then there we go. He's going to be painted another time. But we'll have fun with it. Oh, at least that is true. Like, the pinky can put up with a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we're going to end up... These are for a commission. So we'll be touching on these every so often while we're painting Angron, who we're working on today. Yeah, it is like the middle child. Very much so. be casually. Do a bit on, leave him, ignore him, come back to him. And then we'll do a bit more. But most of these guys, they'll be, plays a lot like Kill Team. Ooh, that's a vibe. But mostly, I'll be painting these off screen, probably. But that's where they're at. Angron, on the other hand, today we're working on his cables, his little ports, and his armor. Hopefully his weapons too. Yeah, this is what we've been working on in painting for the last few weeks. He started out all grey, and then we've been building up colour and making him all fancy. He's been a vibe. So, excuse me, Cherry. There is now no longer room for you here. You can sit and stare at me and judge me. We need ash grey. We need blacks. Hopefully there's some more in there. You are coming over here. Sitting there. Stare at me accusingly as you are unpainted. Then we also have for our armor today, we have a bit of this, bit of that, bit of this. What else have we got in there? We have actually, yes, that's just right. A bit of this, bit of that. Because these two are going to be highlights. I'm not sure if this is in frame. Oh yeah, this is in frame. Those two. Then, yeah, I think that's a good starting point. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, so therefore, first step, tentacles. Head tentacles, we require them. We're doing grays for that. We need to shake the pot, because shaking the pot is always good. We need to mix things up, make things interesting, all of that. There we go. All the important stuff. Because if you don't mix it, you might end up with just binder in your paint. And all the paint at the bottom, and that is sad. That is very sad. I had a paint pot once that just had all the paint at the bottom and all the binder had just separated, and it was so sad. I was like dipping my paintbrush in because I was keeping on forgetting to actually go ahead and shake the pot. And I was like, I'm painting this paint. There's nothing attached. It was so frustrating. It was the absolute worst. Whoop. Whoop, up, 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 up. All right. So, basically, ooh, actually, I've just noticed, because let's see if we can zoom in on this. There we go. So basically, he's got smooth cables with lumpy bits. I want to see if we can highlight it. These are acrylic paints. They're acrylic hobby paints. We've got Citadels, which I personally don't like them. It's kind of a hey, Lucas. It's not really functioning today. Let me see if I can reboot it one more time. One moment. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna reappear. Let's hope it works. We'll be small for a hot second. But how you going? Alright, let's try this one more time. Okay. There we go. Huzzah! No, stop making me like that. I want to be full screen. Thank you. Boom. I'm jumping through dimensions. Yeah, I'm jumping through screens and being like, please let me be full screen on my screen. But my screen... You have amazing news? Ooh, what kind of amazing news? With my brush. But, oh yeah, paints. I think that the war paints are much nicer if you can get them. They're definitely my preference so far. But also, like, just regular acrylics work perfectly fine. So, like, use whatever. I also know someone who uses acrylic, not acrylic, oil paints on their miniatures. Now, I'm thinking if we go with brown in these guys. Oh, heck yeah! Holiday time! That's awesome! But yeah, I mean, if we're jumping through dimensions, there's only one thing for it. An acrylic paint brand I recommend. It really depends. Like, it depends on budget, and a lot of other things. Like, if you were looking for hobby paints specifically, I'm finding that the War Paints Fanatic range are really nice. If you were looking for acrylic paints on a budget, oh heck yeah, Lucas! If you're looking for acrylic paints on a budget, one moment, I will grab them. Where did I put them? Get me lucky. No, here's one. Make this. I would recommend these guys, Chromacryl. They're a student acrylic. Basically, it's standard throughout my country for students. They have a decent coverage. We can show. I've got a piece of paper somewhere. It's the back of a. Yep. Rip off a bit of this. CHROMACRYL. Chromacryl. So this is magenta. Magenta is a really great purple if you want to mix other purples. Yep, that's right. So this is it. And so we've got stuff to go ahead and be spread over. So just with a little bit, you can see the coverage of like a really dry brush versus that. So it's fairly decent, it's fairly pigmented, and you had to stop one kid from eating a whole box of rainbow chalk. Oh wow, that would not have tasted good. But yeah, it's a good paint for fairly cheap compared. So this is $3 a tube. It's not too thick, doesn't, like, you can spread it out pretty far. That was, well, honestly, this is not a brush for actually spreading paint very far because it absorbs into the bristles a lot. Yeah, no, Shade, you are not allowed to eat chalk. Do not eat chalk. I will tell your parents. I know your parents. This is a warning. I don't care if it goes crunch. But yeah, fairly vibrant. Like, one way to... Crayons are still fun. You need the forbidden... Only if it's Crayola. No, I am not real. I do not know your parents. You also work with kids with disabilities? Oh, yeah, I feel that. But, like, the fact that you're able to put down the paint and it doesn't go, like, because what happened to Angron? Angron is just over here. We're talking about paint right now. And this is from... is Angron in the paint? No. This is from Chromacryl, which is a student acrylic. And we only put a little dab on. And basically, it means that, although we use this brush, essentially, paints, there's a lot that goes into paint, but yeah, you can technically use in any paint for making models. I think, like, from my experience, working with people with disabilities and interacting with people that work with disabilities, it's not necessarily so much shared experience. It's more the empathy, although the shared experience is very useful because I've met people who have similar disabilities and but don't have the empathy and have turned out not to be so great. Do a different types of paint portion in the art stream? Maybe. Because, like, the main difference between regular acrylic paints and hobby acrylic paints is how finely the paint granules are milled. Because I went and looked it up after someone told me that it was basically... Personally, empathy is learnt, not given. Yeah, empathy... I think empathy is... I think some people have an easier time learning to empathize, empathize. And be like, yeah, your situation is different to me, but I can give you compassion and slow down and help you, etc. And then there are some people that are like, no, you can get to this standard. Of course you can. Come on, hurry up. Oh, thank you, Sharks. Welcome in. Where is your beep boop? Where is your beep boop? Where is? Why is? Where are your ducks? One moment. I'm curious about where your bees have gone too. Red socket command, remember? Bees! Enjoy bees! I am confused as to where they've gone! Why they're not going! Enjoy! And enjoy the emojis! Boom! it makes me all the more grateful for people that are actually able to stop and wait, where did my cloth go? There did my cloth go. Stop and actually take time to be empathetic, be enough for a child, an adult, someone with a disability, because those people are sorely needed. Of all for 49 chroma acryl colors for 55 New Zealand dollars. Holy moly, Shade. I need to live where you're living. Crap. Crustaceans. Totally sick crustaceans. Nothing else. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yep. Nothing to see here. Definitely crustaceans. Sharks knows all about crustaceans, yes. Oh, thank you, sharks. Wait, why did the bees work that time? Holy moly, thank you. Thank you. My ability to hold my breath. You found a way to smuggle cash into your account undetected. Well done. I think. Hey Canonix, how you going? What kind of mischief you be up to? That is absolute. Ha! Ha! That's absolutely fair. That is very, very fair. I mean, honestly, I'm not super fond of doing shopping online. I usually have a few sites that I shop on, and that's it. And I don't go further than that. Like, I know a few people that's ended up getting their computers hacked and stuff because of shenanigans and things. As well as a few credit card schemes, and I'm like, I will stick to like the 3. No, I have the paints I need, Jade. But like, if you want paints, go hog wild. Because like, personally speaking, when it comes to a basic set of paints for painting, I'm a fan of having you have a set of cool tones, so a cool yellow, a cool blue, and a cool red. Then you have a magenta. And then personally speaking, I like having a teal. As well as having a black and a white. Hey Painty Paint, how you going? We're busy doing fancy bits today. Oop. Yeah! Few schools of thoughts on that? yeah, well, yeah, that is true. That is true. The 24 pack of paints are $28. Yeah, like, for modeling, I would definitely say more paints are more fun. And also, like, when it comes to modeling, I hate having more paint than I need out. So I've definitely gone the route of I get more colors, I get more colors, I get more colors. Like, at this point, can I show it? Can I show my box? I'll post a picture of my box to stream. Actually, I can do that now. I'll put it in stream chatting for you guys. Yeah. Where's my phone? Ba-da-ba-da. So, just so you guys know, this is not all the paints. Bob, Bob. My paints no longer fit in this box. And this also holds... This is my travel box. It holds the main paints that I use day to day. And then I also have, like, whatever I'm working on in there, as well as my... Yeah, well, here's my travel bag of dice. Just... Oh, wait, where's the drunk dice? I have a set of 5 of these. And they're just totally messed up. We will have to boot to the head animation. This is a fun. Yeah, but we could eat them. Be great. And yeah, like at some, yeah, it's got 6, it's got something, it's got 1. Like, honestly, I think 1's the only one that I pick up on the regular. But yeah, they've been drunk dice. They're great. I think the cool one is my favorite. Here we go. Alright, I think that is all the obvious cables. Because the rest are hidden under... Oh no, wait, we got more cables. Now I'm eating I'm eating Dice Go Crunch. And I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. And these are wood. That means they're natural. Chalk's a mineral. And anyways, I'm pretty sure it'd be like talc. You know, a carcinogen. If you ingested it. Like, that seems bad. That does not seem good. More cables, yes! Yes, I think there's just 1, 2, 3... 3 cables left? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 cables that we've got left to paint. And then our Angron can be as angry as he likes because his cables are painted. He's ready to go. I saw an Chalk is legit egg. What is... It's grown from poop and bones. The But then again, like, you can use some woods to actually go ahead and make a taste. Like, I saw a dude go ahead and infuse cookies with oak taste because he wanted to eat oak. So it's totally possible. It's totally doable. It's totally doable. Also, if we were to do one Primark as like a absolute showing of all of the what's it called? We'd need a that's why we have the clip button. If we were to do a multi-chaos version of one of the Demon Primarchs, which one do you think it would be? We need a model first. Which one do you think it would be? Because one of my club members kind of Mortarion or Magnus. Okay. Because I've kind of been put up to doing like a sort of pimp cane, a Slaaneshi pimp cane, and then like all sorts of other things. Kit Bash with Gilliman. Zench is cool. Kit Bash with Gilliman. You think we could give Gilliman a Slaaneshi cane and then like, could we turn Gilliman chaotic? Would it be Gilliman or the lion? Leave the poor Puffer Smith. I mean, the poor Puffer Smith has a lot on his plate, not gonna lie. Shoot, my hands are wriggly today. Let's grab a smaller brush. Like, I think it would be fun. I did not get all the paint out of this. I found out this morning that I had not cleaned this brush properly, and I was so disappointed. This is my favorite brush. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I spent like 10 minutes trying to get the paint out. There we go. Bob. Like, we could have quite a bit of fun just messing around. We could also use like an Age of Sigmar model and make something completely custom. And see what kind of shenanigans we could get up to, maybe? We just need to see what's around. Like, I think the main thing is to learn. Yeah, I haven't replaced it since a while, so it's a bit of a mess. And I had forgotten that daylight savings had ended, so like normally I'd replace it on a Wednesday, but I didn't have time today because I've lost a whole hour because of daylight savings, and so I got surprised, and so I must make do with terrible nails today, and it is very disappointing on me. I'm not too pleased with it, but it is what it is. Because, like, I think I didn't notice that daylight savings had ended. And then, because I made the stream times announcement, and then daylight savings ended. So I've been a bit behind the 8 ball. Yeah, I was I was ultra focused. Bob. And then I was busy the rest of the day, so I didn't actually get to paint them then either. That was a super disappointment. I mean, I might be able to paint like 1 or 2 nails during during the ad break and just like slap another coat on them, but I'd be afraid of getting nail polish on poor Angron here. And that just don't seem right. That just seems messed up. He does not seem like the fella that would enjoy blue nail polish. If anything, it would be black or red. Red with the blood of his enemies. But hey, such is these things. Hey Lurith, how you going? What kind of mischief you up to? Like, I think in regards to the art stream, I think I'll break it down into, it is the Daily Bunk! Like, I think I've got it broken down, like, the first art stream broken down into the subjects I want to cover for that. And I think what I'll do is I will cover it in small chunks, and if we are under time, then we'll just do something else instead. Because, like, it's one thing that I notice is that when you're learning something, having time to go back over and relearn things, we'll take a Minecraft break. We'll play some hardcore, I think. And then we'll go ahead and play a new seed. That's the way I figure it. We'll go ahead, we'll play hardcore until we die. That's the way I'm seeing it go down. Like, that seems like a vibe to me. And we'll have a new piece of the world to add. Seems pretty neat. Boom. Like, I realized after yesterday that we were almost there, and I was like, no. I was so sad. That being said, I'd like to get Zenith. Like, that's something I'd like to do and make sure that we have it and be happy. And make sure that we've got everything. Terraria challenges when? What kind of challenges these be? What kind of mischief? What kind of mischief we thinking? This sounds like mischief. The fact that there are armor ports on Angron's wings, of all places. Like, I don't know, why you put your armor ports there? You didn't even have armor when you got these wings. You didn't have wing armor, you're not sanguineous. Oh. Even then, I don't think Sanguinius had wing armor. Did he? I don't know. Trying to survive 30 times enemy spawn. Weapons. Oh my word. So basically, I want to try and go through all the seeds. Then I want to do Calamity. So that's basically my roadmap for playing Terraria. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit up in the air. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. We might go ahead and play a new game. We might do something. It's gonna be pretty interesting, I think. I find it really interesting that Angron's armor interface ports. Speeling base. Yeah, but what about phase 2? That is true. Journalists needs answers. Yes, well, we must take the MCU approach and be like, shh, we have no Peter Parker here. Shh, we have no Bruce Banner here. Shh. I don't remember their actors' names, but I remember they blab a lot. It's interesting that their armor ports are actually like super scarred despite him being a Primarch. Like, this is interesting. Like, they all look like they're super bursting out of his skin. Boot to the head is gotta be phase 2. Wait, why am I getting booted to the head? Why am I getting booted to the head? That being said, I would like to do some more, like, working on stuff. Why yeet no go? Why yeet no go? Excuse me? Oh, there it goes. Gosh, that was a while. Boom. Oh. Worked for shade, not for sharks. Okay, there's something wrong then. Okay, we might just have to have a day of figuring out what's wrong with commands. Because there's been a few things just... Boot to the head, not confirmed, Satch. We might have to figure something out. Like, I'd like to actually do a few more art streams. Like... do stuff along with animatics and things. Because, like, I want to be able to learn, like, I'm trying to learn Blender so that in future stuff I'm able to integrate Blender into my animatics and slowly but surely go from animatics to animations. Because, like, I like animations. They're cool. But also making them function? That's a whole other thing. Will new command be confirmed? That is a good question. I mean, it's whether it vibes, I guess. That's the important part. Boot to the head. So we'd need a boot. We'd need a shape of the boot. Because, like, one of the main things is for me to actually learn learn how to like texture and stuff. That's the hardest part for me at the moment. And then export it in a way that the computer will read for my own model. Or for the program I'm using, I should say. Wait, is this blue tack? Shit, that's blue tack. Where does this attach to? Uh-oh. Is there blue tack on this side? No? Oh boy, there's unknown blue tack. There's unknown... Yo! Thank you, Sharks! Hey, big hairy man! Oh, hey, big hairy Jim! I am doing pretty good! Except I just swore, so now I have to wear the bucket. Ah! Oh no, I'm being caught all over the place. Oh my, I am doing pretty good. We are painting Angron. We have just discovered the fact that there is some blue tack in here that is maybe supposed to be there, maybe not. I don't remember what this is attached to. I am 1 sub away from 700. And we've also sidetracked early on and put together a model, because we haven't put together a model in a long time. So that's been a vibe. And we've been talking about all sorts of things. It's been pretty cool. We've also got here to unpick, so we better unpick that, because we need to attach cables down there. We need to find where we actually put the cables to one side for them, because we kind of filled up all of these holes with blue tack like ages ago, and I'm at the point where I don't remember where all the blue tack went. So trying to remember is tricky. Oops. I probably should have unpicked all the blue tack as soon as we did the undercoat. Because this is an oops. This is a big oops. But I hope your day's going well. We do a bit of painting here. We do a bit of going ahead and gaming here. It's a bit of both. Do art, all of those fun things. Just a good time. Hey, please come out. Please come out. Please, please. Please, 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 please. I just want an empty hole. That sounds sus. We do. Come on. Aha! There we go. Jared. Welcome in. I mean, you are welcome to sub, you are welcome not to sub. It is all fine. I mean, honestly, I would much rather people who are subscribe of their own volition, Jared. It's all good. Like, did we get all the blue tack? I'm not sure. I can't tell. I don't even know if these were supposed to be covered up or not. You know what? We're assuming that they're supposed to be covered up. Some Tyranid fanfiction. I've been called out. Oh my word. Well, thank you, though. If you know, if it helps, I was like this before I knew what Tyranids were. So, there's that. So, it's not even a fangirl or anything like that thing. I'm just naturally like this. But yeah, I like Tyranids. I found out about them and then I have decided that they're probably my favorites in 40k. I mean, who doesn't like brain-eating bugs that also eat planets? Like, that is a whole vibe. They are weirdly cute. They are adorable. That being said, I also like Zench. Zench is cool. Like, the Rippers specifically. Oh, it'll be cool to see you around. Like, I have found that my favorites so far, in terms of vibes, have been the Alpha Legion, the Blood Ravens, Tyranids, and and Zench. The Zench's faction, just in general, like, they just vibe. So therefore, I have my Chaos group, my Chaos Marines, my Loyalists, my Xenos, and my Chaos. So it's cool. It's cool. I have all my bases covered on things I like. Ba, 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 ba. That being said, like, the more I read, the more I understand why people like certain factions. Like, I'm understanding why certain people like Lunar Wolves? Space Wolves. Space Wolves! Like, they're a vibe of their own, and it amuses me. Like, they're just like, from what I've read so far, it's just like, how's the script going? Oh, they're just like, no, we're doing our own thing. Don't mind us. That being said, I've only read them in the Horus Heresy, so I haven't read books specifically about them yet, because I like the reading, and I've only been past Blood Angels based books so far, and I vibe with the Cannibal Eaters. that is a fun vibe. It amuses me that it is big and pretty on the outside, and then they will rip your throat out. Like, this amuses. This amuses. And like, I rather hope I get my hands on who are they? Gricaridons? at some point. So I get to find out what on earth is happening with Tyberos the Red White, because the amount of memes I've run into about you do not see Tyberos is just like, what? Yeah, the Shark Boys! They're just like, apparently this guy... Hi Cupid, how you going? We're doing some painting. Yeah, like apparently this guy is so big he wears a dreadnought. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm doing pretty good. We're doing some painting. We're vibing and painting. Bum, bum, bum. So this be the fella we're painting. He started out completely grey. And we've just been working on him. We've been working on him for a few weeks, and he's been pretty cool. And yeah. So at the moment we're working on his back. Today we've added his armor ports and his wires. Boom. 700. Wait. Oh my word. Wait, really? Are we at 700 subscribers? Oh my word. We are at 700 subscribers. Holy moly. That is... Because dreadnoughts aren't actually wearable? Oh, I suppose they aren't. I thought like they took the plates off a dreadnought and like welded them. Ah! And like... Hey. I think the fact that the universe of Warhammer is big enough just to have, yeah, it is really surprising. The fact that the Warhammer universe is large enough and it feels large enough to have those kinds of stories is kind of nuts. Like, at the moment, I am... What was it? I think I read Sabbath Martyr. No? The one after that. Guns of Tanith. No? I've had a friend going through and giving me a bunch of the Gaunt's Ghosts. I think it was Last Command? Might be Last Command. I will admit, I've been chewing through the books so quickly I have forgotten the titles. But like, it's been a lot of fun reading those books and seeing how they're written. And like, I've been taking notes and being like, because like, even with it being in a sci-fi setting and people being like, yeah, this is the worst time ever imaginable. It's all messed up and horrible and nasty, and like, the author goes out of his way to make everybody still feel human. And I think that's the important part. Ah, I've spotted more cables. Boom, ba, bum. I think I need to turn on the main light today, because it is like super dark today and there is like no light. I'm busy doing the squints. So I think as soon as the ad break starts on Twitch, I will turn on the light. so that we can see. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Wait. You gladly live in 40k setting, but there's no English tea, no Earl Grey, just some artificial bruh. Yeah, like, honestly, you could not pay me. You could not pay me to choose where I would live in Warhammer. I would not. No, sir. I do not think I would want to ever live in Warhammer. Ever, ever, ever. Nope. Like, it's not something I would ever want to wish upon myself or wish upon others. Like, it is not a vibe I'd want. I think we need to touch up some places. Why am I touching up these places when I know they're just going to get ruined again? I should not be touching up these places. Because these are frequently handled... there's another spot where there's blue tack. One moment. Because there's this bit on the leg where there's supposed to be blue tack. Well, there already is blue tack and we need to get it out. Wyatt. Come here, be picked. There we go. Why did we do this to ourselves? We could have just cleaned out the hole with our solvent. That would have solved so many problems, that solvent would. Your love for tea started centuries ago when Americans threw tea into the ocean. So I actually found out something. So the reason why the Boston Tea Party was such a big thing was because of the fact that those tea, it was actually tea cakes rather than like tea bags or loose leaf tea. So it basically worked out to be like billions of dollars of tea. It was tea that would have lasted like a decade or whatever. It was so much tea. So much tea. That, like, you could not financially recover from this. And, like, hearing about that, I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, almost trillions of dollars and about 40 to 50 years of tea. There we go. Thank you, Shade. Yeah, and like, holy moly, like, oh, I do not think I would survive. Like, you could not financially recover from that. Ever. Like, it's insane. British Onky, you just steal their tea. Exactly. This is the important takeaway here. Just take their tea. Run away with it. Throw it in the harbor. They will cry. Britain will never know the difference. All right. And it'll be fine. But like, in my country, American history isn't actually taught, so I learned about that online, and I was like, wait, what? And when I heard, oh yeah, Boston Tea Party, I was like, oh yeah, so they sat down and had tea. And then finding out about it, it was like, wait, what? Okay, Twitch has an ad, we're turning on a light. That did not help nearly as much as I hoped it would. Angron's armor looks like it was brought from a scrapyard. It very much does. I was hoping for a brassy color, but it's ended up looking more rusty, and I'm kind of disappointed in that. So I'm hoping at a later point we'll be able to boost it a little bit, maybe? Fingers crossed. I'm figuring we'll make this more orange. Like, actually, we can do that now. We'll give it an orange, like, this kind of base. Like, all the edges of this base, and then work from there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That should brighten a whole lot of stuff up. It would also probably help if we in the background in a, you know, like I try to keep the music multi-genre so that it's not going ahead and too intrusive. So I don't want it to be intrusive. Yeah, that's a better starting point. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I'll check that in a hot second. There we go. Yeah, that is so much better to start off with. Just like, give me my money! Give me my money! No! Oh, I can see it. I can so see it. Oh my word, yep. And it would work so well. Like, the question would be if there's an overlap between people with poor emotional control and people who have bad gambling habits. Like, that would be the question. Because, like, there's also the fact that, like, with butcher's nails, they stop their torture when you're spilling blood, right? So what if you get that feeling from something else? The casino stop being like crap. It's not a Venn diagram, it's a circle. Ah, right. So really, it's anyone. Gotcha. Bum, bum. Oh, that is so much better, bringing it up to orange. Like, I think we'll leave the black fading up, but I think if we have an orange base on the other bits, I think that's good. Like, honestly, I think that's a good place to go. Because we're wanting this to be all brassy. Or at least, like, I think brass is the good color to go with. Like, I think if Angron was busy sitting there... Oh, I would hate to be staff security busy seeing this guy just losing it, and it's this guy. It'd be like, I only come up to his waist. If that. How am I supposed to go ahead and tell him to leave? Stop that! No! Oh my word, no. I would not survive that encounter. There would be a Speeling being thrown and then being pulped. It'd be gone. Get a laser pointer and some jangly keys. Aha! Shade's onto it. We need the laser pointer. We need some jangly keys. This will be great. Do. Aha. Mr. Angron, please behave. You're disturbing the other. Like, I think the response would be completely different before and after falling to corn. Like, you probably have... I can honestly say that, like... This fella, he doesn't look like there's a brain cell in there. He just looks angry. Whereas, like... what brain there was in Angron? It was just hurting. Actually, before we paint the claws, let's get us a bottom coat. Do. Get this organized. I mean, honestly, the only question is Magnus cheating? Angron versus the Hulk, who wins? Oh, I mean, it depends if Angron can take the Hulk out immediately. Because the longer the fight drags out, the angrier the Hulk's gonna get. The angrier the Hulk gets, the deader Angron's gonna be. Like, the main question is Magnus cheating at blackjack? These are the important questions. Because, like, You cannot tell me that putting a psyker in front of a game that's all about getting the closest number to 21 would not be able to cheat his butt off and not be caught. Unless they had like a blank. The others on the black table are all psychics and they're all cheating. Fair, fair. Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. There we go. Wait. Will that so we'd be putting Conrad Kurz at poker, right? Right up until he decides to eat the cards. Like that's a problem. That's the most likely one. Well, eats the cards and murders the dealer. All right. As for this, we're gonna go ahead and slip a little bit of this in between here. Alfarius be at the roulette wheel. And when he loses it, he convinces the casino he was Alfarius. They need to pay. It's even better. The entire staff was all Alpha, all the Alpha Legion. And nobody even realized. The entire casino is run by the Alpha Legion. Warhammer 40k lore going wild. Yep, they're all gambling. Gambling with their lives, they're gambling with everything. I mean, I think the biggest gamble had to be what the Emperor tried to do. I mean, he casually went ahead and thought it was a good idea to go and get gamble away and get knowledge from the Chaos Gods. And then think it was a good idea to turn his back and go, yeah, nah, this is fine. I'm not going to tell you anything. And somehow think that this was going to work out? I don't know. Surely not. Surely someone, somewhere along the way, to make, you know, things that are pretty much demigods, he wasn't gonna stop and consider this situation as possibly a bad idea? Just want black in there. Big E will play tic-tac-toe in the corner with rules saying he has the first meal. Wait, Melkador said it was a bad idea and the Emperor ignored it? Ah, okay, okay. Although apparently I heard that Melkador also suggested the Primarchs being girls and the Emperor also ignored that. On the bounds of girls actually teaming up more. Like, Melkador thought that the girls would team up more. Which, can I just say, like, that sounds super, like, okay. Speeling law time. I went to one of the schools I went to was single sex. So it was female only. There was no way, none whatsoever. Like, it proved to me that the Imperium would have fallen so badly, so much quicker. If it was girls only. Like, it would have either fallen so much quicker or there would be no chaos. It would be one way or another. There's nothing in between. Holy moly. Like, I don't know, but like, no, nobody can convince me otherwise. Like, women are vicious. Women are vicious creatures. When they decide they do not like something. Like, the situation of, yes, we do not like you, so therefore we will spend 4 years of just wearing you down to go ahead and make sure that your social life is ruined. All your friends know everything bad that has ever happened to you and have forgotten all all your everything. It is going good today, Gear Guts. How are you going? We are busy going ahead and giving Angron his fancy armor bits. We also, at the start of stream, put this guy together. He is part of a commission. Ooh, Warlord Titans. Ooh, fancy. And then we'd be busy vibing. Yeah. Wait, where were we? There we go. Like, heck yeah. Yeah. Like, I have no budget and a job is a good combination. No kids and a job, that's a good combination right there. Especially when it comes to hobbies. I think when it that is true. Like, I think Not Rick reminded me last night that he was not around today, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah. Like, there's an armor port just hanging out on the outside of Angron's armor. I just saw it. It's just there. I think we might make that into a bullet wound instead. It seems more sane. Like, I think I like the no kids hobby budget is probably the main way Games Workshop stays afloat. Although interestingly enough, I ran into Spiel Water. What's the scariest thing in horrors for me? I think for me, it's the jump scares. Like the waiting type thing when it comes to horror. Like I tense up and I tense up and I tense up. And then I'm just sort of sitting there holding my breath for a good few seconds and I'm like, wait, I'm getting dizzy. That being said, I do believe, because of shenanigans, we have the Ko-Fi goal finished. So, we do have a game on the way. I got to choose a game. I'm not sure if it's paid yet, but once it's paid, it'll be a whole thing. You can't see because my wings are in the way? Oh. Let me just make sure of my camera. Oh, I see. Wait, where am I painting? There I'm painting. There we go. Bam. That. Where's the leg I'm painting? There we go. That one. There we go. Angron's leg was in the way too. Boom. Yeah, I think, yeah. Like, jump scares are probably the scariest for me. Like, I can get used to an ambience, no problem. Eventually. Usually. Oh! I was busy worried that my wings were popping up and being like, yay, we have wings! But apparently not. There we go, and then we got little spikes down here. Boop, boop. We're gonna need to eventually paint his claws. Yeah, these wings, ta-da! They take up the entire screen. Huh. Like, they are so big when they actually take off. Have I taken off? I'm not sure if I've taken off. Wait, human teeth? In wolf faces? What? Oh, that is something else. Alright, I think we need to turn the Angron over. Bam. Okay. I think I'm pretty fine with, like, blood and guts and, like, I don't think I've been in a situation where I've seen blood and guts and been like, oh yeah, this is fine. Well, not the, oh yeah, this is fine. Been horrified by it. Like, I think the jump scares are the bits that get me the most, or more specifically, I end up psyching myself up or out about jump scares and then being like, ha! But then again, I haven't played a huge range of horror games. Like, I actually found that Dredge wasn't too bad. Like, Dredge Dredge just, it was cute and it had a bit of a creepy vibe, but other than that, it was like, oh yeah, this is fine. But Phasmophobia, I am so terrified every time I play that game. Yeah, of course Tyranids aren't worried about blood and guts. Yeah, you know, it's fine. They're just hanging out. They're munching the blood and guts. That being said, yeah, it's just the anticipation. Let's do the time warp again. Do-do-do. Speaking of which, I need to organize another karaoke day. I've figured out how to actually have things go through my OBS too. And it's about time. Hey, Zacko! It's around about the time for that movie's 50th anniversary. Didn't they make the remake for its anniversary? I think they made the movie. Oh gosh. Oh, now I'm... Sinister? The Sinister is a good movie. I haven't seen the remake. I want to see the remake. I've kind of put it off because I'm like, it can't be as good as the original, and like, I don't want to break my own heart, especially because I've been the Sinister. Sharks, do you want to put that in Game Goal Rex? Yeah, there is a remake. They did a remake a few years ago now. Just jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Pull your knees up tight. Do the pelvic thrust till it drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. You refuse this reality. That is fair. That is very fair. I mean, I don't think I could believe seeing it by anyone but by the original cast members either. But yeah. Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. Oh, it's a movie. Oh, I thought it was a game. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. All right. Trying to watch horror movies in this household is a bit tricky because, like, I'm the only person that has the stomach for it. The RHPS remake is good. Oh, okay, okay. You want to watch them back to back? See which one's better? The remake is worthy of the name. Alright. Oh, RHPS, Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Speeling does the acronyms. Of course the Speeling can acronym. Can the Speeling actually fit into holes, though? With paintbrushes? This is the question. Be even better if this paint was properly watered. Yeah, give me paint. We request the paint on the paint. Speeling's in holes. Yeah. Nee. Nee. It is the knights that say nee. Because I am well educated. Nee. Oh my gosh. Obviously today I am on a Obviously today I am feeling my age. Oh my word. Alright, how did we do this? I'm kind of feeling going over this kneecap in the orange. So that this, yeah, we're gonna do this kneecap in orange. I do not have a date for the horror game stream, but I will announce it ahead of time. Since, well, let's put it this way. I'm upwards of 30. Is it? It's a bit of an odd feeling, but yep, there you go. It's also, yeah, I suppose it's a bit of an odd feeling because like I play a lot of Minecraft and I end up interacting with a lot of younger people, so that makes me feel old. And so I'm constantly being like, oh, I have old person energy. And then on top of it, like, I didn't get a computer until later on in life. So I constantly feel like I'm playing catch up with what people are doing, how people are doing things. And so it's like, oh, yeah, I am, like, I am older than 30, and I'm leaving it at that. So, yeah. I like to say 30-ish. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Like, I tried playing MapleStory, but I found that the dial-up internet was not strong enough. Yeah, no, I get that a lot when people only hear me. But like, so weirdly enough, so New Zealand, we didn't have a Lisa Frank era. Oh my. Yeah, New Zealand didn't really have a Lisa Frank era. It got squished into like mid-2000s because what was happening in the 1990s, from what I can work out, what was happening in the 1990s for America actually happened, like, technology and pop culture wise came over to New Zealand in like 2005, 2003, 2005, 2008. Like, that was kind of the waves it took. So it was quite strange because, like, as the internet came through, we're close in age, King. Wow. So it kind of squished up, as the internet came through and as online shopping came, timelines and stuff sort of mushed up. So it was quite strange because you'd see on cartoons fashions being extremely different to what was happening, and we'd be getting the first runs of like Rugrats and stuff in 2003. In 2008 we'd be getting the first season of SpongeBob on mainline TV and things like that. And it was quite like finding out when things ran, like it was quite different. Yeah. And like technically we had computers, like we definitely had computers that were able to access the internet and whatever. Like our primary school had computers that could access the internet. But yeah, we were there where they still produced movies. Yeah, I grew up watching Monty Python, like Holy Grail, Brief History of the World, Life of Brian, Brief History of the World, what is it? Holy Grail. Yeah. We used to have them on VHS. Same as things like Land Before Time and all the cool ones. Like, that's just how things were. I should not have painted these teeth in this order. Oh yes, much Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, we had like a big wall-to-wall shelf of stuff that got recorded off the TV. Bickus. Dickus. Why is there paint in my brush? It's now oh yeah, like animated not Transformers. That was another thing we got, was like Generation 1 Transformers. We got so much. Well, actually, funnily, in our house, it was like 6 half dozen as to whether you got the VHS recorded. No! I want to go to Gladiators. No, please no. I won't survive the Gladiator school, please. But like, it was 6 half dozen as to whether people would actually rewind the stuff or not. So you just like stick it in and then you get clack. And the other thing was like I wouldn't be allowed to go ahead and what was it, play my own music tapes. Like, I'd have to go find a parent, show them the music tape, and then get them to play it, because of the fact that I mayhap occasionally have gone ahead and done a bit of this to the tapes. Good night, Shade. Which left this lovely tinsel that that the parents were not impressed by. Oh, you have your first VHS with auto rewind. Oh, we never had one of those. That would have been super fancy. Oh. But needless to say, me and my sibling got banned from touching the tape deck collection because of that. And we almost got banned from touching CDs just preemptively when we finally started getting CDs because of that reason as well. And we were definitely banned from touching the vinyls as well. We had to be like, Father, may we play some music? We wish to play the Pink Floyd. We wish to play the Meatloaf. I know Broling didn't do it to the tapes. That's because I did it to the tapes. I did it to the tapes and I told him not to do it because honestly, it was not worth the punishment. And anyways, I think it was before Broling's time that I did it. You had a jukebox that had the coin bucket open. Oh, that's cool. Your first cassette tape on your birthday. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, like, I think it's something that the older I get, the more I realize that the world is changing around me, and I'm like, wait, is this how people feel as things change? Is this what being old is like? Like, when I actually got a CD player for the first time, I was like, am I a grown-up? Am I allowed to use CDs? Am I allowed to have a CD collection that I don't actually have to return? Like, that was such a big moment for me. Because, like, that was the moment where I was like, yes, I am officially a grown-up. Yeah! Like, I had one that no matter what you did, you had to be super gentle with it. You couldn't move it around, otherwise it would scratch the disc. And it was so scuffed. Like, the amount of discs I returned that had new scratches on it was insane. Like, to this day, there is one album that is now permanently hidden because, Am I yelling at kids in the grass yet? I don't know. Actually, funnily enough, in New Zealand, it's not a big thing to walk on the grass. So, I don't know if I'll ever get to that stage. I might be just like, and then people will be like, alright, I know what's happening here. I know what's happening here. Yeah, sure thing, Speeling. Right, I don't think things even come in megabyte storage, right? They come by on ATVs? Oh, geez. Yeah, that would rip things up. Oh. It's so cold without the jersey. Yeah, stuff that. They can get off the lawn doing that. They deserve a yelling if they're running around on ATVs. That, or you bribe them. You go ahead, you tell them to get off that ATV, and then you bribe them with biscuits. Because everybody knows the way to anybody's heart is through their stomach. Da-da-da-da. You just gotta ask if they've got any allergies. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, if it's riding through things that you don't want to be ridden through, opportunities happen somewhere else. If they've ridden through something and they've broken something, then you get them to fix something up, and you bribe them with something. Like, honestly, MP3s, when I got my hands on my first MP3, it was like half a gig of storage, and I was like, wait, what? What is this? How do things fit? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. We just made that orange. Oh, we'll fix that later. What is this? How many CDs can this fit? I was so amazed by it. I was like, wait, are you telling me that I can go ahead and I can have like 20 CDs in here? I'm not sure if I own 20 CDs. I did, but then one of my friends actually went ahead and they ripped like Breaking Benjamin and all the rest off the internet and introduced me to emo music and stuff, and I was like, I have found my soul. And it was a very happy day for me. Ta-da. Brush is probably too big. Like, yeah. But the funny thing was, like, I had bribed them with chocolate, and then they'd give me the music. This was the way of actually getting music. I'd just show up with the chocolate bar, and they'd be like, I got the music. I got the MP3. You were raised on LP, and that was where Hybrid Theory was released? Nice. Like, actually, let's switch brushes because my fingers are wobbling. Ah! The brushes are flying. The brushes are trying to escape. That's what's happening. Like, I never ended up learning the art of actually downloading in the sites and stuff, which is more of a pity because, like, I also, like, one of my friends showed up one day and was like, Speeling, you want this? And just, like, chucked me a hard drive. And I'm like, sure. And it turned out just to be full of, like, anime, and I'm like, to this day, I still have not actually... I still have not managed to watch all of the anime on there. I've just, like, existed with anime on there for, like, a decade. I know! Like, the one time I tried downloading sus stuff off the internet, well, stuff off of the sus site, I should say, I ended up with a virus, and I had to go ahead. It was, like, at the time, I didn't actually know much about computers at all, and I ended up just going ahead and having to get another dude to fix it, and I was like, I broke it. And my parents found out, and I got the biggest talking to of my life, because that computer wasn't even supposed to go ahead and touch the internet. I mean, yelling at clouds is a very good way to get the news out. So, like, it was one of those things where even from an early time, I was sort of getting put off going on to odd sites. Just through sheer coincidence. Alright. Now that we've done that, let's start making these look fancy. Ba-ba-ba. Instant message was what made you avoid all links and sketch sites. Oh my gosh. Like, me personally, I was a bit of a loner when it came to online stuff. Like, I'd just like show up and be like, yo, I'm doing this in 2 weeks. You want to come? And I'd just totally expect my friends to remember this. Awesome. Yes! I know old man yells at cloud. Shax is green! And so, like, one, it made me save stuff. How you going, Not Rick? We've been doing some painting and we're busy talking about old people times. You get the whole class on instant messenger to talk about homework and stuff. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Sharks has been amazing. Also, we have funded one of the goals for making, what's it called? The horror and the screamy jumps. So I'm gonna end up picking a thing. Hey, how you going? I mean, honestly, it is never a requirement for anyone to subscribe. Or, no. Become a member or become a... Good night, Shade! You vote for NF1? Yeah! 700 subscribers! Become a member on YouTube or subscribe on Twitch. Like, it is never required of anyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate it deeply if people choose to do so. But it is never required. Because, like, everybody has their requirements with money, and I understand that. But it is appreciated, and it lets us do things like go ahead and end up screaming at a game. And we are not doing madness. Because, like, people have recommended not Final Fantasy, Five Nights at Freddy's, Amnesia the Dark Descent, Mandela County, Roblox Horror Games, White Day, a labyrinth named School. Two streams. Oh my god. That's the thing. I'm going to stubborn it out no matter how I go, King. No matter what I do, I'm going to stubborn it out. We will play through the game. We will make it to the end. And I will be very scared. No, I will always... We will talk about it, Not Rick. Both you and I am... it depends on the horror game. Horror movie. Like, I do not mind the ones where it's like, we slash and we cut things up and we let things get all splattery. Like, those ones I like. You always knew it was Mr. Krabs posing as Arnold Schwarzenegger, posing as Markiplier, posing as Speeling here. Like, I think at some point we need to make, like, masks just going through the list. That'll be funny. Like, that being said, like, I'm honestly scared of Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia scares the living daylights out of me. That being said, I do enjoy playing Phasmophobia, despite the fact that it scares me. Wait, why is... Oh, hello. Yeah. like, I don't mind the splattery games. The splattery games are fun. And like, it allows just that sort of, what do you call it? Moment? Like, it gives me more room to breathe. I found Dredge to be fun. Like, it wasn't stressful or anything like that. It just had the... like, it had a creepy vibe, but it wasn't bad. But I'm going to be picking the game. Phasmophobia is a lot of fun and is... oh yeah, like, I also understand for my mods' sakes, like, I don't think Shade will be coming to this, because this is not up his alley at all, and I understand that. And I understand if not Rick, if this is not something you can stomach, then it's okay if you don't come, because I will not ask my mods to sit in on something that's going to give them nightmares or anything like that. Because it's not okay for me to request that of my mods, especially when this is not something, depends on the game. Okay, Shade, you were supposed to go to sleep. Also, I suppose another thing could be that we could talk to peeps in Hydra and see if we want to organize a Phasmophobia. a Phasmophobia day. I think that would be pretty neat too. You do better with jump scares than suspense horror. Hence Five Nights at Freddy. You'll never judge the Shade, the chalk diet choices. Fair enough. Jump scares are quick and then it's over. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Like, there's a whole lot of variety that is out there, and it works really well. Like, from what I remember about seeing PewDiePie play Amnesia, that's a lot of dealing with madness and stuff. You want to feel the need to check your whole house before going to bed to make sure everything's safe. Oh. Oh. Not up your alley whatsoever, that's fair. Like, I don't get to watch horror movies very often, and when this brush is hating me. Look at that. It's turned into a tentacle monster thing. It's all split up. We're going to need to have words with this brush. Yeah, like, I used to go ahead, well, one of my friends introduced me to PewDiePie playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and I was like, oh wow. Except at the time I was a real newbie to actual horror games and stuff, so I don't know if it's an actually scary game or whether it was just where I was at the time. But I ended up being quite scared of it, and I was watching it in between classes, so I'd end up really jumpy for my next class, and I'd be like sitting in the next class busy going, ha, 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 what's going on? Where am I going? Where? And my teacher would always be like, Speeling, are you all good? And I'll be like, yeah, it's totally fine. Don't mind me. But it was fun to watch. And I think if we were playing a serious horror game, we'd actually need to take pause breaks. And stop and talk and take a while. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, having a, you're less scared than the real Terraria pause breaks? Yeah, no, to stop and talk and just exist and chill, let the adrenaline fade a little bit so we don't have a heart attack. And I think that's good. Yeah, we need to compose. Just chill. Exist. Although, funnily enough, when because I play Phasmophobia with some of my friends away from stuff, and when we play Phasmophobia, we I usually end up being van person. So I'm the person that goes ahead and survives every round. So we actually have money and equipment next time. So that's going to be a really hard habit to break. But it's going to be interesting, I think. And like, I think the horror games where you get to play in a team, I think it's a lot of fun too. Like, the idea is a lot of fun. Like, I tried playing Lethal Company, but it tried to give me a seizure, so that one is out. Even with the the anti-epilepsy mod. Yeah, if I play Phasmophobia, I cannot be van person. I cannot be van person at all. No. Yeah, like that. It means I have to step out of my comfort zone. Yeah, it was not fun. Like, it put the game down as my will not ever play again game. Like, it's a bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. We need a bit more yellow in this. Just lighten this up a little bit more. Just one more shade. Thank you. But like, it's a risk you get with games. And like, Phasmophobia has a very specific style. Not Phasmophobia. Lethal Company has a very specific style to it. Because it looks like a grainy television screen. And like, some grainy television screens are pretty okay. Wait, it is FEAR horror series on discount. If you recommend it, Sharks, you can put it in game goal and I'll be able to have a look at it after stream. Boom. What? Oh, that's a hole. There's a black dot just there, right? And I kept trying to paint over the black dot. It is not actually a black dot. It is in fact a hole. So it was an error in his making process. Yeah, you can put 2. It's all good. Like, frankly, the maths game is not going to be played. Just looking at the game, that is a horror in itself. Wait. I assume. Like, let me just take a look at this mental math madness. What is this? Let me. Wait. Normal. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Hard. Addition, oh my gosh, wait. Mental math madness is a casual educational game where the goal is to quickly solve and shoot down enemy math equations as they appear by typing in the correct answers and avoiding their projectiles. No math horror. Wait, how much is it? It's 83 cents. It's 83 cents right now. Oh my gosh. Do we want to do that? And so, you know what? It's 83 cents. Wait. Okay, we're sidetracking real hard. Honestly, I think my brain would melt. Home sweet home. Okay, I'm gonna just pull up Steam and bookmark a whole bunch of these. Since we're getting game recommendation. Oh, crash. Poor Angron. Angron, stay there. Okay, eyeball on Steam. Yeah, I'm gonna just put them on my wish list so I can grab them later. Yeah, I am not buying. Definitely not buying. Mental math. At the very least, this is going to be good for me actually practicing. Okay, so what was it? Fear, horror, and then home sweet home. .e .a The multiplayer content of Fear is no longer available. You know what? That's okay. We're adding this to the wish list. Okay. Because I figured we can go ahead and we can look at this later. So wait, what does this do? What is this? Be the hero of your own cinematic epic of action, tension and terror. A mysterious paramilitary force infiltrates a multi-billion-dollar aerospace compound, taking hostages and issuing no demands. The government facility responds by sending in a special forces team, only to have them obliterated. Live footage of the massacre shows an inexplicable wave of destruction, tearing soldiers apart. With no other recourse, the elite fair first encounter assault recon team is assembled. Oh my gosh. Oh, awesome. And then home sweet home. Home sweet home? What about this game? Tim's life has changed dramatically since his wife disappeared mysteriously in one night. After suffering from sorrow for a long time, he woke up in a mysterious, unknown place instead of his house. While trying to escape this place, he was haunted by a rancorous female spirit. Can he survive? Is this place actually his house? Does it relate to the disappearance of his wife? Some dark, sinister secret is hidden inside his house. This house, and it won't be a piece of happiness as it used to be. Okay, that sounds funny. Planet Zomboid. Okay. Okay, that sounds... Planet... Is it the zombies? Planet... Zombies. Oh, Home Sweet Home Online. Okay. Zomboid? P-O-I-D? I don't think I'm spelling this right. Is it on Steam? All I'm getting is zombie dinos from planet Zeltoid. Home Sweet Home Online. Online. Oh, Project Zomboid. Okay. Okay. O-J-E-C-T. Zomboid? I got it. Oh, hey, I've seen this one. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I've got it. It is now on my wish list. No, it's all good. Yeah, I've heard of this one, and I've seen some of it played. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. We can roll with some of these. Yeah. Heck yeah. This is great. We can have a lot of fun times. You don't know many horror games, but you've got movies popping out your ears? That's fair. That's fair. Like, I think the two genres capture two very different sets of people. And like, I don't think that it really makes a huge difference. Oh, well, no, that's the wrong word. I think it's more along the lines of, like, the audiences are very different. So, or at least for those they can catch. There we go. That's looking better. Now we got some shiny kneecaps. Looking fancy. That's what we like. So you have public health, but you can buy private health insurance. So basically you can do things privately or publicly. And in that, like, to get to a private doctor, you can so if I wanted to end up going to a private sector doctor, and a lot of doctors work in the private sector as well as publicly. Oh, I don't think we've got private ambulances. But there are private hospitals for some surgeries, but not all. But basically, the way it seems to work is you go to the GP, you go ahead and you, if the thing is serious enough, the doctor will write up a recommendation for you to go to, like, the hospital and stuff. Or you can request to see a private doctor. And this, well, funnily enough, I've had to see both private and public doctors. So it can run anywhere between, like, I think the visits have been like $200 for like quarter of an hour visit. So it's a lot. And personally speaking, what it does guarantee is the doctor is a lot less stressed, so you're likely to end up with the doctor caring a bit or has the mental bandwidth to care a bit more. But that being said, you're not going to guarantee the doctor actually giving a shit about you. Pardon my language. I mean, it can, but not always guarantees a shorter time in wait on average, because like as you guys know, I have several chronic conditions, right? Some of them are diagnosed, some of them aren't. None of them are killing me. I'm just putting that out there. None of them are killing me. They're all stable. In that, the wait time is... yeah, I am too. Like, funnily enough, like, one time I went to the emergency ward, the emergency department, and they actually went ahead and they did tests, and they were like, well, we can't tell you what's going on, but we can tell you it's not cancer. And I was just like, excuse me, thanks, I guess. Like, that was literally all I got out of that visit, apart from some painkillers. But, basically, the coroner doctor must have some terrible news. All his patients are dead. Yeah. But, like, that's not what the internet... Oh, actually, no, well, technically, the symptoms don't all match up with, most internet searches. Well, the thing is, I have a lot of symptoms that overlap in the same area for different issues. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, you get up to, like, it can be as little as a 6-week wait for a private doctor, a private specialist appointment, but it can be up to a 2-year wait for a public specialist appointment. And it's one of those things being like, why are you... Oh, how bad is it? How are you functioning? Are you able to continue functioning? And how are you being triaged? So that's how it is. So in my case, it's just depended on various things. Like, I'm lucky. I've hit a couple of doctors that have actually been willing to go ahead and be like, yeah, okay, we can actually sort you out now. And they've actually been able to go, yeah, congratulations. Here's a few things that are not right. And so that's one of the reasons why I now have like 3 pages of food I don't get to eat. But it works for me. So, yeah. Speaking of which, there's this bit that I have seemed to miss for several streams. Like, we've managed to get this wing and have it all glazed up, oh, whoops, and fade into the red. Now it's this turn. Do I scan important documents onto external drive? I have a folder for my important documents. Like, I have a physical folder for my important documents. And, like, nowadays I kind of live on a restricted diet. And the good thing is, like, burgers, as long as I take out the cheese, I'm all good. I can have a burger. So, like, and burgers are fairly popular in New Zealand, so most shops, most places I go to, I'm able to be like, yes, I would like a burger, no cheese. Boom. I'm sorted. So I have options for eating out, which, like, that's the important bit, right? You're too worried about paper. Yeah, but like, if you have a hard drive and you light it up, like if there's a house fire, a digital drive is still going to melt because, like, the fine solder and stuff, I'm pretty sure that would get messed up with heat. Like, the Christchurch earthquakes, when they happened, the various so, okay, 2011. Can I have onions and pickles? I'm technically not supposed to have onions, but I have, like, I allow myself to have a little bit of onion. I shouldn't. I should not. I regret it sometimes. And I don't like pickle. Or gherkin or whatever it's called. Oh, you keep your less than important. Ah, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Ba-ba. Like, honestly, I should probably do that as well. But I can, like, so the... Oh, pickles are one of your favorite things on burgers? Yeah. So... what's it called? Oh, I forgot what it's called, but, like, it's a specific type of... thingamabob? That the doctor put me on. Plus the dairy-free. Like, I'm not impressed by the dairy-free. But, like, that one's stuck on top of it. And I'm like, constantly being like, I miss my hot chocolates, bro. I miss them. This is terrible. Like, I think if I could have anything back, it would be the milk. Milk and cheese. It's like, old people bones need that calcium. So I really like, I don't mind oat milk, but I'm only allowed a quarter of a cup of it. Which is not much. I went out in solidarity with someone I knew when I was younger to drink the like rice milk and soy milk, and then later on almond milk when they had to go and have alternate milks, and I cannot stand any of those. Yeah, it's not even enough for thing. Yeah, you just have to live with it. Yeah, I feel that, Yoru. Yeah. Well, let's get some claws going. Yeah, no, but there's the thing. I can't have chocolate either. I'm not allowed the chocolate. Well, not supposed to have the chocolate. Yeah, forget everything else. We need to revolt and have the chocolate. Like, but that's all good. Like, we have other well, yeah, chocolate is a guilty pleasure. I sneak, like, very, very occasionally I'll buy like one of those really nice packs of chocolates, because let's face it, if we're doing something naughty, we're having the good stuff. Therefore, there won't be any regrets. We just take painkillers and then chocolate. Handy Crow, where are you going? Yes, there's just this feeling on the table being like nom 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 nom. We are busy painting Angron. We've redone the armor so that it looks better. I've just noticed the fact that we've gone ahead and put a big orange stripe down his leg. There's just an orange stripe. I don't know how we did it. It's existing now, I guess. Oh well. We shall survive with an orange stripe. I am? Oh, that's good. It probably means I'm back to normal. Like, I'm at the point where I'm finally actually feeling like I'm human again. Or I'm a Speeling again. I'm not super tired. All my words are working. Yeah, this is a normal Speeling. This is normal mode Speeling. I bounce, we talk, we do things. Life is good. Like, I try to keep things on an I try to keep things balanced and on an even keel so that, like, I don't go and energy levels in stream, because that doesn't sound too fun. And, like, personally speaking, I like how to word this? I much prefer having myself at 100% for 3 hours than having well, that's the thing. My mind is willing, my body is not. If I try going running off, you hear this dot 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 dot. But, like, basically, I love being bouncy and happy and everything. Like, that is my my preferred state of being. And having the mental energy to do so, that's where I'm being at. because it means I get to share the bounce and the joy with everyone else. And being in a state where I can express that, I like that. And no, there is no external help apart from the fact that I decided caffeine this morning. But hey, that's another thing. Yeah! I normally have caffeine afterwards, but today I had caffeine before. But that's mostly because it is a big day today. There are many things to do. Like, the way I see it, like, there's all sorts of ways you can go ahead, and I really like making people smile. And I really hope I make people smile with streaming, because, like, that's my whole goal. Make people smile, teach people stuff, maybe. I hope people get something useful out of stuff I do. Whether it's people learning things or yay! Whether it's learning useful stuff or just random facts or something, like if they feel they get something that they feel they need out of a stream, then I'm doing the good things. And to me, that's the important part. Because, like, everybody is worth, every person that comes into stream is worth doing this for. Whether it's one person, 10 people, a million people, everyone's worth it. Thank you. And that being said, it doesn't mean that someone can't expire their welcome if they go and be a jerk, because well, the best way I can describe it is like, your right to punch ends at my face. That's the way I've always heard it described. But like, we're all here to be awesome. And like, you guys are awesome back, and I love it. There we go. We have pointy bits. I figure we'll shade them out to be sort of bronzy, but not quite as yellow bronze as we've got on the armor, and I think that'll be neat. But wait, I think we missed a... Yeah, we missed the leg tufts. We're gonna come back and do them. That, and I also know that, like, I have to finish, like, on proper time today. Oh. I have just disappointed myself in realizing that I actually have to finish now. Yeah. Okay. About that. Cause, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to finish in an hour. No. I'm glad I feel back to normal too. Thank you, YouTube, for coming. It's been a blast. It's been awesome. We will go say hello to someone on Twitch. It's been awesome. I'm glad to have you guys. See ya. Yeah. This is for everyone that has so for everyone that has not transferred over, like you haven't done daylight savings and stuff yet, basically I am daylight savings has just happened for me, so I'm going to be... This is my new time. And then, hopefully soon enough, we'll be able to work around this, figure things out. We have Cherry still. Cherry be hanging out too with his hat. And yeah, so this is the new start time because of all that, and it should be good. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, YouTube. It's been a blast. See you guys next time.